Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today I have a lot of Pokemon champions to talk about. Because, wait, no, that's Puck's I'm moving away letter, I can't toss that. I'll toss these two. A thing from Red's Gallery and a thing from Pinky. Also, it is Cookie's birthday, so we need to find her a gift. It'd be pretty rude of us not to. Do you want to be Steven? You want to change your image? You should try my certified popularity growth plan. It's totally fail-proof. Simply pose all cool wearing this and you'll be it for sure. Alright, little rude calling me a wannabe, but, you know, it's a go-go shirt. I don't want to be a go-go girl. I don't want this. Okay, I'm going to start by finding a gift for Cookie, because I kind of blanked until getting started. Alright, let's see. It's gonna be really funny. I actually wonder. Is there like a space? Wait, Go-Go it is. It's here. It's something that she would like. It's just in other recommended items, so like it's not perfect. I want to look at the absolute like perfect things. Alright, because I'm pretty sure I've got a few of these. Let's see. Yeah, I've got... Ooh. Okay. I'm pretty sure in here somewhere I have a baby panda, which apparently is one of, like, her top things. So let's see if I can find that. I mean, there is the watermelon chair. I imagine that would be pretty high up. Yeah, watermelon chair! You know what? Watermelon chair! Yeah! It's apparently one of, like, her top gifts. It is... favorite style and color, so... Watermelon! Now, I'm gonna head... Okay, first, I'm gonna take a quick detour to the city center, because I want to make sure that, like, Katrina isn't here. I'll dig up this mini gargoloid. It's gonna gargle. It's just gonna go like that's all it's gonna be doing. I'm gonna try to avoid talking to villagers in case any of them are like, hey, I would love that watermelon chair. Because, like, we all know that could very easily happen. But, yeah. Pokemon Champions had an update yesterday. And, oh, hey Vic. Haven't seen you in a bit. Oh, Steven. Here for fun, good. You do that, man. They added a bunch of new items and a few new megas. There's not that many new Pokemon, but there's enough. And, like, it kind of looked like Mo was trying to be sold. Mega Phalanx is a thing now, which I love Phalanx. It's one of my top Pokemon. They're just a group of silly little guys, and I kind of love them for that. They get Defiant as an ability, which is freaking amazing. Hi, Muffin. I have a feeling that I'm walking out here with something good. Can I help you, Swatchat? I made shopping list last night, so I wouldn't make any impulse buys. It's much less fun this way. I don't know how you would do that in this place. Hey, Steven, how goes it? I hang out in Nork with the day, Mian. It's fair, my man. It's very fair. I don't know if Puck will ever show up again, because he wasn't around that long. But yeah, we finally have some generally useful hold items. Oh, hello, you're looking great. Time I run into you here, Gumdrop. Like, we have the Expert Belt, and the Life Orb. It's great. Why, Steven? Looking really nice, just like you always do. I'm not a go-go girl, though, so, like, I can't look that nice. May as well stop in here. Also, I just realized my hair is still tied up from exercising earlier. I hate these hair ties. I don't like the thicker hair ties. I don't like them. I always seem to pull out hair with them. I kind of hate it. You see, I'm pumped about shopping today. I'm pumped about talking with Sable. Sewing machine? Nah, switch at. Weather goes from being warm to hot, so people start switching their wardrobes pretty hurriedly. So it's gonna keep up the machine to produce enough to keep up with the demand. Yeah, I kind of wish I could change my wardrobe with the weather, but I can't. So my summer clothes are my winter clothes, and vice versa. That's just how it works. The only exception is I probably won't be wearing my Kirby hoodie for a bit. Because it's a hoodie, and it's hot. But even then, like, if I need to wash all the rest of my clothes, it'll get thrown on, because I'll need something to cover up all this. Like, no one wants to see this. Like, trust me. Even if you think you do, you don't. I will say, one of the new Pokemon they added, I'm not a fan of them having added. And that's Annihilate. I would have been completely fine with, like, Primate. Primate can still be a threat. Not a major one, no, but it can be a threat. Annihilate is going to shape the meta around it. Much in the same way Basculegion has. Funnily enough, Basculegion is kind of a counter to Annihilate. Because that full power last respects will probably take the thing down, assuming it's not had time to set up multiple bulk ups. If it has, yeah, you've probably just lost. Let's come see the birthday girl! Ah, Steven, you made it! Welcome, come on in, make yourself at home, Arthur. Penelope's here. Hey, it's Dumpling. You wouldn't be able to stay away once you heard I'd be here. I mean, and I gotta bring the birthday girl her gift. I'm so happy you're here to celebrate little old me. I feel like the most special gal in town. Not to be rude or anything, do you mean a gift? Yep. Happy birth. Happy birth. Have a watermelon chair. I knew you'd get me a gift. You're like the best. I'm so happy right now. I can't believe you got me a watermelon chair. It's a totally awesome gift. You must know me really well. Only a good friend would know to get me this. I might have the internet to help. So getting birthday gifts, my favorite gift of all is getting to celebrate my birthday with you. Aww. Why are you all so sweet? Sheesh. The world would be a better place if we had birthday parties like every single day. Why celebrate once a year? I can throw a party for myself tomorrow, being 1 year and 1 day older. That's fair. Wish it was my birthday, but I'm glad it's Cookie's special day. I'm totally bummed out. I see you come to my next birthday party and bring me an awesome gift. I did. Your birthday was not that long ago. Heading home? That's too bad. But I'm like totally shocked you came. It's a super awesome gift too. Just made the list of my top 10 gifts ever, or best gifts I can read. Yeah, one of the first Pokemon I ended up pulling was an Annihilate, so I've got one now, and I immediately went to the top builds, and I just copied one. I'll admit it, I just went and copied one because it's that prolific of a Pokemon. There's one, multiple builds, and two, it's an Ubers. Like, I'm gonna treat it with the respect that deserves and just use the tried and true Ubers build of it. My Mega Phalanx that I got not long after has been a little more challenging to make work, and I feel like would probably be better if instead of No Retreat, I instead used like Bulk Up or Sword Stance to boost its stats. But I'm running No Retreat because, I mean, that's its signature move. I gotta run No Retreat. Hey, you wanna buy my prized Jolly painting? Look, I'm not trying to rip you off or nothing. I just donated one of those. And I'm pretty sure that can be fake. Drink coaster. Right? It's a bit of moisture in the bottom of this cup, probably. I owe ya one. And I can't say I like getting in debt to a tough guy like you, but thanks, sister. I mean, I'm just gonna sell it, because I just donated this painting, I'm 99% sure. Yeah, Mega Staraptor has me really excited. I just need to get a Staraptor. I could honestly transfer one. I've got one that I could transfer, but that takes effort, and I'm lazy. And I am still experimenting with Mega Phalanx. My very first attempt with the thing, I was like, yeah, first impression. That's a good move to be running. I mean, it's a 100 power priority move. It's bug type, and a lot resists bug, but, you know, it's a pretty solid move, right? Yeah, except I had nothing to use against ghosts. Good so you today, bucko. What's up? So much chat. I'm about to get mosquito bitten. You want to spy on Cookie's house too? Then there's no secret agent in Norcal. I'm just kidding. I'm no spy. At least, not professionally. I like to keep tabs on folks. Ooh, I managed to avoid the bite. Heck yeah. All mosquitoes around. Tina, ready for another great day, Tootie? Can I help you? Small chat? Oh, Dumpling, glad I caught you. I was saving up to buy an expensive book, but I'm still short. Still have stuff to make the difference. Sure, I'll buy it. I wish there was an option to be like, here, take 10,000. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna come back for these rocks because there's so many mosquitoes around. I'm just trying to avoid getting bit by a mosquito. Oh, this is the gem. This is the rock anyway. And that gives us 3 gold nuggets, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I could pick these up. I just have to go sell them, like, right away. But, Mega Staraptor has, if I remember right, it has Contrary, which basically means it can just spam superpowers, which is gotta be really nice. A bulk up with every attack? Well, pal, nice day to get a few things done, isn't it? I'd like to talk about what's the latest. Don't Costow and Dina seem like a cute couple? Oh, don't get me wrong, they're not a couple. Yet. I hope they never become one. Costow's kind of a jerk. Like, he has been a jerk toward Barbara. Okay, she may not know the things I know. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt there, because I feel like if she knew how much of a jerk Costow has been towards Dina, that she wouldn't have even remotely suggested that. I'm gonna sell the fresh tank. I don't need a fresh tank. I'd rather a well-used tank. That way I know it's, you know, it's tried, it's tested, it's not gonna break down on me. Yeah, I'm trying to think through other things. We got the muscle band and wise glasses, which, while not the best items, are still better than a lot of the items we've had. Though, they're not gonna completely replace the 20% boosters, because they are 10% boosters for either physical or special, which basically means that on some Pokemon that, like, have a lot of attacks to use, they're pretty nice, because they give you a boost to everything. But on something like that only really has, like, say, electric-type moves, yeah, it's probably fine to still run the magnet and just make your electric attack stronger, or if you know you need that extra boost to electric, Like, let's say, you know, you're running something and you're running it specifically for its electric attack, like a Jolteon. I don't know the damage calculations. This is going to sound probably really dumb. Like, let's say you've got a Jolteon and you're running it for the express purpose of countering Basculegions. So you want to make sure your Thunderbolt deals exactly enough damage to knock out a Basculegion. Not a great example, Basculegion wins this encounter, but roll with me. So, you know, goodbye, bug. So you run the magnet to get that 20% boost, because that's what you need. Today's Cookie's birthday! Heck yeah! Birthday cookie! You know, I've heard of birthday donuts, but not birthday cookies. But, you know, you hear something new every day. Sometimes. You hear something new most days. Kinda. Sometimes you don't hear anything new for quite a while. Really, to learn something new every day saying is really not a great saying, because it's very much not accurate. But, yeah, like the 20% boosters will still have a place. Like, I could see potentially, like, Archelodons still running them. Of which, I want to note, I lost a battle earlier to somebody who was using a freaking choice scarf on their Archelodon. Who the frick uses choice scarf Archelodon? Like, that is one of the worst things I've ever heard. And yet, I know, because it beat my team, that they're gonna have the thought of, yeah, this was the right item to pick. No! No, it's not! Like, I don't understand. And, like, it is a case of, yeah, it beat me. I already wasn't well set up to deal with the Archelodon in the first place. Even now, my team doesn't really have a great answer to an Archelodon. It has an okay one. I've been playing around with the team. I had been running Incineroar. I'm now running a Volcarona instead, which will be a pretty decent answer to... it'll be a pretty decent answer to Archelodons. But really, I just needed more special attackers on my team, because I've encountered a lot of people running a lot of stamina Pokemon. You know, Mudsdale, Archelodon. And for those who don't know, stamina is an ability, raises your defense every time you're hit by anything. So, you could imagine if you don't have a good special attacker around to deal with said stamina Pokemon, and you have to deal with it with physical attacks, it eventually becomes insurmountable. So, you know. Also, I am not seeing this final fossil anywhere. I'll probably discover it later. That's usually how it works. I'm gonna have to update my team that I was showing with some people, because I like sharing around my team with folks in the 8-Bit Discord. It's a nice place. Yeah, gonna need to show the updated version of that team. But yeah, my Mega Phalanx now runs Ironhead instead of First Impression, alongside No Retreat and Protect. I basically have Protect on there just for effectively like stalling out weather and Trick Room and stuff like that, terrains. Also, I am running Mega Raichu X on my team currently, because I had a feeling I was going to be running into a crapload of Mega Raichu Ys, and I wanted to see what X was capable of. The answer is not much. the answer is not much. I could probably play with its moveset a little more and possibly get something a little more viable going on. I can actually pull that up because that hasn't changed. I currently have Volt Tackle, Knock Off, Drain Punch, and Protect. I should probably have like Play Rough, maybe. Because it's a physical attacker, which is that's the annoying part. It's a physical attacker. And yeah, I'm gonna go save this letter from Puck while I think of it. That way I don't need to like throw something in the letter. I can just, and I'll also put the one from Cookie away at the same time. Like Play Rough would be useful because a lot of people are running Garchomp. And with that moveset, Garchomp kind of walls the thing. Now, I have a Gliscor on the team that walls Garchomps. But problem there is, if they just KO the Gliscor, I'm kinda screwed. Okay. And like, Gliscor does counter Garchomp pretty well. It's not perfect, but it works well enough. The other members of the team are a non-Mega Starmie and, well, the Annihilate. I think Drink Coaster really wants to continue to stick to the little rubberized pad on the bottom of my cup. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, the Incineroar has been changed out, so I don't need to worry about that. So I read a book about this famous garbage can the other day. I think Oracle could really use one of those. I'd like to propose it as our next public works project. Want to build me a second home? Oh, thanks, Margie. It's really sweet. I mean, that would become my primary home, really. Like, I mean, it's where I belong. It's trash can, so like, yeah. There's Dina again. Seeing a lot of Dina today. I mean, we haven't really seen her for a while, so it works out. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to change out the Raichu for the other Raichu. I have two Raichus because they're so different. I wanted to just have two Raichus so I didn't have to keep swapping them back and forth, basically. Weather teams are probably going to still see a little bit more play because we now have the Weather Rocks, which are helpful for weather teams. It's probably going to actually cut down on the number of Mega Tyrannitars. Because, like, one of the reasons to run Mega Tyranitar was to have a Sandstorm that could, on a Mega Evolution, set up another Sandstorm, thus giving you 10 turns of Sandstorm instead of 5. Well, right, I want to go grab Gold Nugget. Assuming I've got one. I think I've got one still in my home. Well, with the Weather Rock, you just get 8 turns of Sand, which usually is going to be enough. That 10 turns was a little extreme. 8 is like the sweet spot, and that's what the Weather Rocks give you, is an extra 3 turns. And yep, I had exactly one in here. So like, you know, people are probably just going to run like the Weather Rock on Tyranitar instead of the Mega Stone and run a different Mega. Same as a lot of Torkoals are probably about to start running Heat Stones, just for the extra 3 turns of Sun. It's actually going to be interesting to see if that leads to an uptick in some of the lesser used Megas. Because, like, Mega Houndoom is pretty nice if you can get it in the Sun. And the problem has kind of just been that 5 turns of sun really isn't that long. But now that we can have 8 turns of sun, I might actually want to revisit my Mega Houndoom, because that could actually be kind of neat. I'm also thinking, though I might not do it for this season, because the season's kind of short. It's only going to be a 20-day season. Already talked with Pinky today. I kind of want to start doing kind of like a ladder climb-esque series, but for Pokemon Champions, where, like, instead of like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Ladder climb, where you would, say, lock yourself to a deck, I want to lock myself to a Mega. Like, or at least like 2 Pokemon. Like a Mega and one Mega, one non-Mega. Build a team around them, optimize the team around them, and go from there. And just see how far I can push that over the course of a month, or a season, because they're not always a month. Case in point, this one's 20 days. I kind of wish they wouldn't have done this, but it's fine. It only bothers me a little bit that it's not actually a full month-long season. Because I can pretty consistently get into high ultra with basically anything, and I feel like anybody can. I've also been considering, though this is a very out there video, though I have done videos on Eve before, I kind of want to see about doing just a general fitting guide video where I'm not exactly telling people the perfect fits to use, but more giving them the tools to kit bash their own fits together. Because a lot of people who play Eve will just be handed a fit, but then not be told why it's good. So they'll not really understand how to, like, optimize a fit, and instead they'll just rely on people coming along and telling them what they need to do next. So, like, I kind of want to do, like, a fitting type video. Because I am a bit of a fittings wizard, if I do say so myself. Though I don't really need to say so myself. I've had many people call me that. Like, I know myself some fittings. Like, I know what I'm doing. So. But yeah, I don't know if you guys would be any interested in, like, the ladder climb idea, but if it sounds interesting to you guys, let me know. That'll definitely help me push forward on doing it. Knowing that there's some level of interest. Because it would probably be streams. But I could also do it as videos as well. I don't know yet. I feel like streams are just the better format for it, and then I could possibly edit the streams down into videos. And, like, with the idea I'm working with, like, I'm going to use just the example of, like, Mega Phalanx. So, like, if I set Mega Phalanx as my Mega, that can be the only Mega I use. So, like, and I'm also going to set the rule of, and, like, based on what tier I'm in, because every season restarts at Pokeball. Based on the tier, I'm going to have restrictions on what Pokemon I can use on the team. Because, like, I wouldn't, like, I feel bad enough just trying to rush out of Pokeball with an Annihilate on my team right now. And, like, I've done that. I'm basically in Ultra Ball already. The servers have been back up for 3 hours. Like, I've actually been, funnily enough, getting basically 2 wins, 1 loss pretty consistently. I'll get 2 wins, and it feels like the matchmaker is like, right, time to lose now. And then it'll pit me up against somebody that I just can't beat. Of which I do feel like I'd be winning so many more of these if it was 6v6. Because I build my teams for 6v6. I mean, okay, I have 2 Megas on my team currently. But, I mean, let's be fair, if I could only have the 1 Mega, the Mega Raichu just simply wouldn't be on the team. it would instead probably be like a Jolteon or a Heliolisk, just to fill out an electric slot to deal with like Corviknights and stuff. Because you really you need a special attacker to deal with a Corviknight, which is something I'm kind of dreading running into. Currently, my only answer to Corviknight is okay, I have two answers. One with same type attack bonus going on is Volcarona, who is also weak to Corviknight. Corviknight's weak to fire, Volcarona's weak to flying. If that Corviknight doesn't just Iron Defense try to body press its way through a bug, then yeah, I'll probably lose that encounter. However, I am Focus Sash, so Fiery Dance probably takes care of it. Probably. I've not tested this. I have no easy way to test it. To my knowledge, I don't know anybody who runs a Corviknight, but they are everywhere. But yeah, wait, does Pinky actually want to buy? She does. You know what? Seriously can't resist this low price. Go for it then. Right, who could pass up on a deal this good? Excuse me, I'd like to buy this, please. Since you're right here in front of me, I can just pay you directly, right? I mean, as long as Riesel has that, I mean, yeah. Such a great deal like this makes me come here every day. Yeah, I'm helping Reese's business. Heck yeah. But yeah, I might even like start in like I could prototype the ladder climb idea like this season and just like basically be how far can I push up through Master while locking myself to just a Mega. But like, for example, what I mean by restricting myself is like, I wouldn't use a top 10 used Pokemon in Pokeball tier. Unless that happens to be a Pokemon that I'm using as a Mega. Like, if Mega Raichu becomes a top 10 used, and I decide I want to do Mega Raichu X as my Mega of choice, I kind of have to use it. But technically I'm not using the one everyone's using either, you know? Like, if I go, like, Mega Metagross and it becomes a top 10 used, well, you know, I could always just not use the Mega Stone in Pokeball tier. You know, that sort of thing, of restricting myself when playing against the lowest tiers, unless it's like day one of the new season. Which I may not do like day one starting, because that does lead to the fastest climbing. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it for today. I'm kind of antsy to get back playing more Champions, because I want to try to get into Ultra before, like, the ladder stabilizes too much. So, yeah. That's going to be it for this one. I have yapped for like 33 minutes, 32 minutes, somewhere in that range. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.